Welcome back, readers. Today we are getting started with a really fun story. The title of our story is called My Lucky Day, and it is written and illustrated by Kiko Kaska. He is our author and our illustrator. Now, before we dive into this fun story, we know good readers make predictions about what we'll be reading about by looking at the front cover. So, by looking at this front cover, can you make a prediction about who our characters might be? Take a moment and share your prediction with someone next to you. Did you share your prediction? Great! Your prediction may have been that our characters, or the people or animals in our story, is a pig and a fox. In our story, our characters are going to have a problem. And today, our purpose as readers is to identify their problem and solution by looking at the important events that happen in the beginning, middle, and end. So let's get started reading My Lucky Day. When I turn the page, I see my title page, which again has my title and the author, and a picture that again allows me to predict about the story. This time, I can predict about what the setting may be. Take a moment and share your prediction about where our story may take place with someone next to you. Did you make your prediction? Great! You may have predicted that our story will take place in a house that may look like this. Let's get started reading our beginning. And oftentimes in the beginning of the story, we are introduced to our characters, our setting, and the problem that our main character has. Let's be on the search for that, readers. One day, a hungry fox was preparing to hunt for his dinner. As he polished his claws, he was startled by a knock at the door. "Hey, Rabbit!" Someone yelled outside. "Are you home?" "Rabbit?" thought the fox. "If there were any rabbits in here, I'd have eaten them for breakfast." When the fox opened the door, there stood a delicious-looking piglet. "Oh no!" screamed the piglet. "Oh yes," cried the fox. "You've come to the right place." He grabbed the piglet and hauled him inside. Oh no. Let's look at this piglet. How does it look like he's feeling? Yeah, he looks pretty worried. "This must be my lucky day," the fox shouted. "How often does dinner come knocking on the door?" The piglet kicked and squealed. "Let me go! Let me go!" "Sorry, pal," said the fox. "This isn't just any dinner. It's a pig roast, my favorite. Now get into this roasting pan." Oh no. Kindergartners, we just read the beginning of our story. Now, before we started reading, we made a prediction about who the characters in the story might be. After reading the beginning of the story, I see that we were right. The characters are a pig and a fox. I learned more about the story in the beginning too. I can see that we are introduced to the setting of the story, as well as a big problem that the pig is having. Our setting of the story, I see, is in a house like we predicted, but now we know it's the house of the fox. Kindergartners, inside the setting, our main character of the pig is having a big problem. What is it? Take a moment and share your prediction out loud. What problem does the character want to fix or change? Go. By now, you may have shared your problem or what the character wants to fix or change. And you may have shared that the problem is that the fox is going to eat our piglet. That is a big problem. I wonder if he will be able to solve his problem and save himself. Let's start reading the middle of our story to find out. It was useless to struggle. "All right," sighed the piglet. "I will. But there's just one thing." "What?" growled the fox. "Well, I am a pig, you know. I'm filthy. Shouldn't you wash me first? Just a thought, Mr. Fox." The fox said to himself. "He is filthy." So the fox got busy. He collected twigs, he made a fire, he carried in the water, and finally, he gave the piglet a nice bath. "You're a terrific scrubber," said the piglet. "There," said the fox. "Now you're the cleanest piglet in the county. You stay still now." "All right," sighed the piglet. "I will. But what?" growled the fox. "Well, I am a very small piglet, you know. Shouldn't you fatten me up to get more meat? Just a thought, Mr. Fox." The fox said to himself. "He is on the small side." So the fox got busy. He picked tomatoes, he made spaghetti, he baked cookies, and finally, he gave the piglet a nice dinner. "You're a terrific cook," said the piglet. So silly. So far, in the middle of the story, I see we have a very clever pig on our hands. I noticed that he has convinced the fox to give him a bath and cook him dinner. I am thinking that the pig is tricking the fox in our middle of the story. I am wondering if the fox is going to figure out that the pig is tricking him. Let's take a moment and make a prediction about what might happen next. Share that prediction with someone next to you. Thanks for making those predictions, kindergartners. Now let's continue reading as we head to the end of our story. And as we're reading, we can check those predictions and look for a solution. Oh, goofy. "There," said the fox. "Now you're the fattest piglet in the county. So get into the oven." "All right," sighed the pig. "I will. But what? Shouted the fox. "Well, I am a hard-working pig, you know. My meat is awfully tough. Shouldn't you massage me first to make a more tender roast? Just a thought, Mr. Fox." The fox said to himself. "I do prefer tender meat." So the fox got busy. He pushed and he pulled. He squeezed and he pounded the piglet from head to toe. "You give a terrific massage," said the piglet. "But," the piglet continued, "I've been working really hard lately. My back is awfully stiff. Could you push a bit harder, Mr. Fox? A little to the right, please. Yes. Now just a little to the left." Look at Mr. Fox. "Mr. Fox, are you there?" But Mr. Fox was no longer listening. He had passed out exhausted. He couldn't lift a finger, let alone a roasting pan. "Poor Mr. Fox," sighed the piglet. "He's had a busy day." Then the cleanest, fattest, and softest piglet in the county picked up the rest of his cookies and headed for home. "What a bath! What a dinner! What a massage!" cried the piglet. "This must be my lucky day." When he got home, the piglet relaxed before a warm fire. "Let's see," he wondered, looking at his address book. "Who shall I visit next?" And if we look closely at his address book, we see he's crossed off the fox and the coyote, which makes me think he has already visited them. And next up on his list, he has the wolf and the bear. I wonder if he does this a lot. Kindergartners, That is the end of our story. And I know it's the end because I see the back cover. What a funny story. In the end of our story, we read that the fox fell asleep because he was so tired from all the tricks the pig was playing on him. I'm thinking it was more of a lucky day for the pig than for the fox because the pig got a bath, a nice dinner, and a massage, while the fox didn't get the dinner he was thinking he would have. At the end, I see that the pig did have a solution, and he was having that solution throughout the story. His solution was to trick the fox into giving him a bath, a massage, and a dinner, which made the fox so tired that he didn't want to eat him. I am so glad that our pig solved the problem. Now, kindergartners, we made a prediction about what would happen at the end of our story. Let's take a moment and reflect on that prediction. Give me a thumbs up if your prediction was correct, or a thumbs down if your prediction was not correct. Great. That's what good readers do. We make predictions about the events in our story, which helps us be active readers as we learn more about our characters, the problem, and the solution. Today, we met our goal of identifying the problem and solution of our literature story. Now, press the green Add Response button for you to share your thoughts with your teacher.